Day 7. The Innkeeper. Give God what you have. It's day 7, and technically, we have arrived at the climax of the story. Jesus is about to be born! In this critical moment, there is inserted in the last line of this section a character that is often overlooked. You won't find this character in any nativity, and we don't know if this character was a he or a she. In the context of the text, this character isn't even given a name. Yet despite how little we know about this character, they were given a front row seat to one of the most important moments in history. I am speaking, of course, about the innkeeper in Bethlehem. And it came to pass in those days that a decree went out from Caesar Augustus that all the world should be registered. This census took place while Quirinius was governor in Syria. So all went to be registered, everyone to his own city. Joseph also went up from Galilee out of the city of Nazareth into Judea to the city of David, which is called Bethlehem, because he was of the house and lineage of David, to be registered with Mary his betrothed wife, who was with child. So it was, that while they were there, the days were completed for her to be delivered. And she brought forth her firstborn son, and wrapped him in swaddling clothes, and laid him in a manger, because there was no room for them in the inn. Luke 2, verse 1 through 7. There in that last statement, because there was no room for them in the inn, implies that Bethlehem had only one inn. It was the inn. Since any inn would have had to have an innkeeper, we can conclude that Mary and Joseph were given the stable as recompense for the fact that there wasn't a room available for them. Imagine you were that innkeeper. You're on your feet for days on end, trying to take care of the overflow of people that have come to your sleepy town due to the census. You're doing your best to fit all these people in the right rooms, take care of their needs, and make sure everyone pays, when in walks a young couple with a wife who is about to have a baby. Like right now. What do? You can't ask your other paying customers to leave, and you don't have any more space to offer these folks. All you have is a small, smelly stable where at least this woman can have a quiet place to have her baby. It's all you have, so you give without reserve. Many people question what they have to offer God. We might desire others' talents or abilities, thinking that other people are able to do so much more for God because they're so gifted and so blessed. Meanwhile, we discount our own gifts because we don't believe they're special or important enough for God to use. Yet the story of the innkeeper shows us that God will indeed use what we give him. He will take our stables and make them palaces for kings to be born in. He will take our mangers and turn them into thrones if we will only give them over to him. The innkeeper's story shows us that God will take the little we have and use it to fulfill his promises, not because what we have is great, but because he is great. This Christmas, let's give what we have and believe that God will use it for his purposes.